Close your eyes for a second and picture this. A man in his 70s stands barefoot in his backyard. His knees are bent, his legs wide apart, his back straight. He's not moving. He's not lifting weights. He's not running. To the untrained eye, it looks like he's just standing there. But give him 60 seconds and you'll see beads of sweat forming on his forehead. 90 seconds and his thighs start to tremble. 2 minutes and he's fighting with everything he has to hold still. Now here's the fascinating part. That quiet, almost invisible position is changing his body in ways most people spend hours in the gym chasing. It's called the horse stance, an ancient isometric posture from martial arts. And today, researchers are confirming what martial artists knew for centuries. Holding this stance, even for just 2 minutes a day, can transform your strength, balance, and vitality. And if you're over 50, the benefits become even more powerful. Today on Healthy Buddy, we're exploring what happens when you practice the horse stance every day after 50, why it works, how it strengthens your body without wear and tear, and how this deceptively simple exercise might just become your secret weapon for aging gracefully. Let's start with a truth we don't like to admit. After 50, we naturally lose muscle every single year if we don't train. Balance fades a little faster than we expect. Joints feel stiffer after sitting. Stairs get louder. Chairs feel deeper. We can fix this, but many people don't enjoy gyms, feel intimidated by heavy weights, or just don't have the time or desire to work out in the traditional sense. That's why the horse stance is such a gift. It's simple. It's quiet. It requires no equipment. You can do it in your living room, in a garden, on a balcony, even in socks on a wooden floor. And yet the benefits rival and sometimes surpass conventional training for strength, posture, joint health, and focus. So what is the horse stance exactly? Imagine standing with your feet wider than shoulder width, toes slightly out, like you're straddling a gentle hill. Bend your knees as if lowering onto an invisible stool. Keep your spine tall, chest open, shoulders relaxed, chin level, and eyes softly focused on the horizon. Let your arms hang or hold them lightly in front of you as if you're hugging a beach ball. Then you hold. That's it. No bouncing, no rocking, no drama. Just you and gravity having a quiet conversation. Sounds easy until you try to hold for 60 seconds. Then you discover why it's famously called sitting in the chair of fire. But here's the beautiful truth. It's fire that forges strength without pounding your joints. Benefit 1. Powerful leg strength without wear. Your legs are your independence. When your thighs and hips are strong, you stand up easily, climb stairs confidently, and walk longer without fatigue. In horse stance, your quadriceps, hamstrings, glutes, adductors, and calves are all working together, like a choir in tune. Because the hold is isometric, muscles contracting without movement, you build endurance in the exact positions that daily life demands, and you do it without banging on your knees. One woman told me, "I thought standing still was pointless. Then I tried the horse stance. My thighs burned like I was hiking a mountain. Except I never left my living room." Benefit 2. Balance that quietly prevents falls. Falls often start with a tiny wobble at the ankle or a late message from the hip to the core. Horse stance trains the stabilizers in your feet, ankles, and hips to whisper to each other constantly. Your inner ear gets better at mapping where you are in space. Your brain sharpens the reflex between "uh-oh" and "I've got it." Do this daily and you'll feel like a tree with roots. Grounded, steady, less likely to sway when life nudges you. A 75-year-old told me, "Before, I wobbled putting on socks. Now I feel like a cedar. If I sway, I settle back." Benefit 3. Joint-friendly strength. Traditional workouts that involve repetitive impact can irritate aging joints. Horse stance gives you resistance without movement, which means muscles work hard while joints feel protected. The posture encourages gentle pressure through the knees and hips that, when done with good alignment and easy breathing, can actually nourish the surrounding tissues by improving circulation. Think of it as oiling your hinges instead of grinding your gears. Benefit 4. Pelvic and hip vitality. By holding your hips flexed and knees bent, you naturally engage muscles around the pelvis and the deep core, promoting blood flow to the lower body. Many people report better bladder control, a stronger sense of lift, through the pelvic floor, and a general feeling of vitality. Strength isn't just about lifting heavier, it's about keeping the systems that make life comfortable working smoothly. Benefit 5. Posture and core trained automatically. Try slouching in a well-held horse stance. You can't. The position encourages a long spine, a lifted chest, and a gently engaged belly. Practice daily and you'll notice less back tension, easier breathing, and a quieter neck. The posture invites your ribcage to relax downward and your shoulder blades to slide gently into back pockets. No sit-ups required. Just standing well. Benefit 6. Mental resilience. This is the secret gift. When you hold while your legs whisper enough, you practice staying calm with discomfort, breathing through effort, finding stillness in challenge. That focus carries into your day. Difficult conversations, long queues, unexpected stress. If you can stay steady in the horse stance, you can stay steady anywhere. One man in his 60s told me, "When my legs start to shake, I smile and breathe. It taught me I can do that when life shakes me too." Let's get you started safely. We'll build your horse stance like a craftsman builds a table, level, sturdy, beautiful. Setup 1. Stance width. Place your feet a little wider than your shoulders. Toes turned out about 10 to 30 degrees, whatever feels natural for your hips. Wider gives more stability. Too wide can stress the groin. Find a middle that feels strong and comfortable. Setup 2. Foot pressure. Imagine 3 points under each foot. Heel, big toe mound, little toe mound. Keep those 3 gently pressing the ground. If your arches collapse, think, lift the arches like a small smile. Setup 3. Knee tracking. As you bend your knees, make sure they point in the same direction as your toes. Knees should not cave inward. A useful cue, knees out over second toes, or imagine gently spreading the floor with your feet. Setup 4. Depth. Lower until your thighs feel engaged but your knees feel friendly. A good beginner depth is like sitting on a high stool nowhere near parallel. If you want to measure, think thighs at about 45 to 60 degrees. You can always go deeper over weeks. Pain-free range first, depth later. Setup 5. Spine. Grow tall through the crown of your head as if a thread lifts you. Tuck your chin slightly to lengthen the back of your neck. Don't arch your lower back. Imagine your tailbone heavy and ribs softly knitted down. Setup 6. Pelvis. Think neutral. Neither sticking the tail out nor tucking under aggressively. If you feel an ache in the lower back, exhale and imagine zipping up from your pubic bone to your belly button. Just a subtle brace. Setup 7. Arms. Choose one. Hands on hips, arms floating forward like hugging a beach ball, or palms together at chest height. Choose the version that helps you keep the chest open without shrugging. Setup 8. Eyes and breath. Eyes soft, horizon level. Inhale through your nose, slow and quiet. Exhale through softly pursed lips, like cooling tea. Keep breath smooth. Avoid breath holding. Now hold. Start with 30 seconds. Yes, 30. Breathe. Relax your jaw. Soften your forehead. If your legs start to chatter, lower a little less and breathe longer. 2 or 3 breaths later, the chatter calms. Rise slowly, shake out, smile. That's session 1. Your goal over weeks is to reach 90 seconds, then 2 minutes, then perhaps 3. Not because longer is a medal, but because time under tension builds capacity. If you like structure, try this. Week 1, 3 sets of 30 seconds with 30 to 45 seconds rest between. Week 2, 3 sets of 45 seconds. Week 3, 2 sets of 60 to 75 seconds. Week 4, 2 sets of 90 seconds. Beyond that, choose 2 minutes once or 60 seconds twice with a deeper stance. Progress doesn't have to be linear. Listen to your body. Common mistakes and easy fixes. If your knees ache, you're likely too deep, your knees are drifting inward, or your weight's on your toes. Solution. Rise a little, push knees out gently over toes, spread weight across the foot tripod, and keep heels heavy. If your lower back pinches, lengthen your spine and imagine your tailbone dropping. If your neck tightens, unclench your teeth and grow tall, instead of lean back. If you hold your breath, pair breath with time. Inhale for 4 seconds, exhale for 6. If you feel dizzy, stop, sit, sip water, and practice shallower holds with very calm breathing next time. And if balance wobbles, touch a wall or counter lightly with 2 fingers. The support is there to help your nervous system learn. You won't need it forever. Variations to make the stance yours. Wall-supported horse stance. Stand with your back lightly against a wall, slide down an inch or 2 and hold. It teaches alignment with extra safety. Chair tap horse stance. Place a chair behind you and hover your hips just a few centimeters above the seat. Then hold. You'll feel safe to explore depth. Pulse and hold lower into your stance. Perform 3 tiny gentle pulses. Then hold steady for 20 to 30 seconds. Use sparingly, focus on control. Arm positions. Change the challenge by extending arms forward for core engagement or holding them out to the sides to open your chest. Heel lifts, advanced only, hold your stance and slowly lift heels a centimeter lower, repeat for a few reps. This wakes calves and feet. Again, only if knees and balance feel solid. Breathing patterns that work. Box breathing, inhale 4, hold 4, exhale 4, hold 4. Only if blood pressure is well controlled and you're comfortable with pauses. Otherwise, skip the holds. Wave breathing. Inhale gently through the nose. Exhale longer than you inhale through pursed lips. Feel your belly soften, then gather. Count breathing. Pick a song and match your breaths to the phrases. The goal isn't performance. It's calm. Safety notes with love. If you live with uncontrolled high blood pressure, glaucoma, or you've been told to avoid static holds, talk to your clinician before long isometrics. If you have knee replacements or significant arthritis, use a higher stance and prioritize alignment and breath. If you feel numbness, sharp pain, chest pressure, or lightheadedness, stop immediately and seek guidance. The horse stance should feel challenging yet kind. Warm up in 60 seconds. Stand tall. March in place for 20 seconds. Roll your shoulders back 5 times. Circle your ankles 5 each direction, each foot. Take 2 long breaths in and out. Then set your stance. That's enough. Cool down in 60 seconds. Shake legs gently. Sit, cross one ankle over the other knee and hinge forward a little to stretch the hip, 10 seconds each side. Interlace fingers. Reach forward to round the upper back like a sleepy cat. Then open your chest with elbows drawn back. One big sigh. Done. Let's build a 2 minutes a day habit you actually keep. Pair it with something you already do. Boil the kettle, hold your stance. Microwave a bowl of soup, hold your stance. Watch the weather, hold your stance. Brushing teeth. Not ideal because of the tilt, but you can hold between rinse and floss. A habit hook makes the stance automatic. If you like rituals, pick a song that's about 2 minutes long. When it starts, sink. When it ends, rise. If you enjoy a mantra, try this one in rhythm with your breaths. Roots down. Spine tall. Calm in fire. It sounds silly until your legs start talking and that phrase becomes a rope you hold. Now imagine a 30-day journey. Day 1 to 3, 3 by 30 seconds, shallow and friendly. Day 4 to 7, 3x 40 to 45 seconds, still friendly. Day 8 to 10, 2 by 60 seconds, a little deeper, breath slow. Day 11 to 14, 2 by 75 seconds, touch a wall with 2 fingers if needed. Day 15 to 18, 90 seconds once, 45 seconds once, celebrate with a smile. Day 19 to 22, 2 minutes, steady, patient, calm. Day 23 to 30, choose your path. Either keep the 2-minute daily hold, or alternate 60 seconds deeper one day and 2 minutes moderate the next. Write 1 line each day in a tiny notebook. 90s knees good, or 2 minutes, felt steady. Or today was hard, but I showed up. That little line makes tomorrow easier. Real stories keep us honest. Elena, 66, started with 30-second holds while the coffee brewed. 2 weeks later, she climbed the library stairs without gripping the rail. Ming, 72, used a wall-supported stance and sent me a note. Back used to ache when I stood in the kitchen. Now I can cook a full meal without leaning. Jorge, 79, wrote, I do horse stance before I practice guitar. My shoulders stop creeping up. My chords sound cleaner. None of them became fitness models. All of them reclaimed normal life with a quiet practice. Questions you might be whispering to yourself. What if my knees crackle? Sound without pain is common cartilage talking. Keep range small, alignment clean, breathing easy. What if my thighs cramp? Rise, shake, sip water, add magnesium-rich foods if your doctor says fine, leafy greens, nuts, seeds, and ease back into shorter holds. What if I can't get low at all? You don't need to. A shallow, well-breathed stance beats a deep, grimace-filled one. And if even that's tough today, sit tall and practice pressing your feet into the floor for 10 seconds, then relax. 5 rounds. That's isometric, too. Can I do it twice a day? Yes, morning and evening short holds are beautiful. Will this replace walking? No. Keep your walks for heart and mind. Use horse stance to build the strength and calm that walking doesn't touch. They're partners, not competitors. Let's zoom out. Why does something so simple work so well after 50? Because we're training positions, not just muscles. Life is full of holds. Holding a grandchild, holding your balance as the bus starts, holding your patience in a queue, holding a tray while opening a door. The horse stance rehearses holding with grace. It teaches your nervous system to choose steadiness over panic, alignment over collapse, breath over bracing. Teaches your legs to be loyal and your mind to be kind. And it does all of this with minimal friction. No commute, no changing rooms, no 30-step setup. Just a wide stance, soft eyes, and time. If you want to make this fun, borrow a few playful challenges. The 7 continents hold. Name a continent with each exhale until you've named them all. Then rise. The memory ladder. Think of a friend for each decade of your life while holding. When you run out of names, you're done. The kettle game. Start when the kettle clicks on. Rise when it clicks off. Tiny games turn effort into story. For those who love detail, here's a simple weekly schedule that blends horse stance with the rest of your life. Monday, horse stance 3 by 45 seconds. Wall supported if needed. 10-minute easy walk later. Tuesday, horse stance 2 by 60 seconds plus 5 sit-to-stands from a chair. Towel twist for grip while watching TV. Wednesday, horse stance 90 seconds plus 60 seconds. Single leg balance 20 seconds per leg at the counter. Thursday, light day, horse stance 2 by 45 seconds only. Gentle shoulder rolls and ankle circles. Friday, horse stance 2 minutes once. Smile afterward. Write your one-line note. Saturday, stance 3 by 40 seconds sprinkled through the day. 1 in the morning, 1 midday, 1 evening. Sunday, choose your favorite. 2 minutes once, or 60 seconds deeper twice. Add a slow walk among trees if you can. By week 3, you'll start to notice the little dividends. Getting out of a low car seat without bracing with both hands. Turning to look behind you without shuffling your feet. Carrying groceries in one trip. Standing in a queue without shifting the whole time. Stepping off a curb with a calmer ankle. The stance is quiet, but the results are noisy in the best way. Let's address one more powerful piece, mindset. When your legs begin to tremble, your first thought might be, I'm weak. Replace it with, my muscles are waking up. When a minute feels long, you might think, I can't. Replace it with, I can breathe for 2 more breaths. When you skip a day, you might think, I failed. Replace it with, I resume today. The horse stance is not a test you pass or fail. It's a practice you visit and revisit. Some days you'll feel like a mountain. Some days you'll feel like a sapling in the wind. Both days count. Both days change you. Now, I want you to imagine 6 months from now. You step into your stance, feet sure, chest open. 90 seconds pass and you're curious, not panicked. 2 minutes pass and you're proud, not crushed. You rise and feel a pleasant heaviness in your thighs. The kind that says, job done. You take the stairs and your knees whisper, okay. You lift a bag and your back stays quiet. You reach for a shelf and your breath stays smooth. You feel more you, not younger. You. And that you is steady. If you're over 50, try it today. Open your stance. Bend your knees. Breathe. Hold. Feel your legs grow roots. Feel your spine grow tall. Feel your mind grow spacious. With every second, you're not just exercising, you're choosing strength with kindness. You're writing a small note to your future self that says, I kept you in mind today. Aging does not have to mean shrinking. Can mean refining. Wisdom with strength. Calm with power. Stillness with purpose. The horse stance is a tiny doorway into that world, no key required. This is Healthy Buddy, reminding you, real health isn't about adding years to your life. It's about adding life to your years. Life that looks like steady feet on a busy pavement. A quiet back on a long day. Laughter as you squat to talk to a child and stand without thinking. Confidence as you balance to slip on a shoe without sitting. If this touched you, share it with someone who needs encouragement today. And if you'd like more warm, science-backed wellness talks, consider staying with us. Your journey to strength doesn't begin tomorrow. It begins right now, in the stillness of the horse stance, in the softness of your breath, in the choice you make to stand well and live fully.
Hold up if you care about your health. Don't skip this. Healthy Buddy's top picks are Here Clean. Trusted products that help you feel better every day. More energy, better sleep, stronger you. Check them out now, your body will thank you.